Guess who's in the studio with me? Maria Shriver and General Hospital's Laura Wright and Gail are with us. Maria is the founder of the Women's Alzheimer's Movement, and General Hospital is taking on that topic, which is rarely dramatized on daytime television. In the scene you're about to see, Gail's character Mike, who has Alzheimer's, has just been told that his girlfriend dumped him rather than commit to helping him take care of him. Take a look.
She made it clear that she hadn't signed on for that.
For what? For me?
To see you through an illness like that.
Sorry, Pa. Rita. My beautiful Rita.
It's a lot of people watching this and who deal with Alzheimer's, are seeing that, and that's an all too familiar conversation they've had to have. Welcome to all three of you. So I'm going to start with you guys and General Hospital taking on such a difficult topic. Why did the show decide to do this?
Well, I mean, the show has told many social stories over the years, and I don't know why I know they wanted to give Maurice Bernard a story that really went inside and deep, and not just like, a soap mobster story, but really told a human family story, and they wanted to bring back his dad. We're really grateful. Max is definitely, he's the star of the show now. He's killing it. He's amazing. But yeah, it's an important story that needs to be told, and so we're diving right in.
Well, I look at you, Max, and playing this kind of a character who has this debilitating disease. How is that for you, taking on this kind of a role?
Well, that was a big draw, I mean, it was put out that there was this arc that they wanted to look at, and that was a draw because it's a new world to me. We were talking earlier, I learned how good the actors in soaps are, to work at the speed they do, but also that a story can unfold in over a period of time, and so that was the draw, because it's touched my life in some ways.
Well, Laura, your character, you played the daughter-in-law, and having to be a caregiver, a lot of people who, like Maria has dealt with Alzheimer's. As the caregiver in this role, that's a hard role to take on, because most people forget about the caregiver, because it's just as debilitating to the caregiver as the person who has Alzheimer's.
Well, like I was saying earlier, we were talking backstage that these characters on the show are financially in a place that part isn't an issue, but watching your loved one deteriorate. My character CARLY, she's trying to. Her husband Sonny, the father, is the one having a very difficult time watching his dad go through this, where I'm supportive of trying to show him that you get to have him now as long as you can. Take every moment that you have left with him, because it's only going to get worse.
Let's go to you, Maria. It says every 65 seconds a new brain develops Alzheimer's in this country, in America specifically. Right. And this is a topic that's near and dear to your heart, and you have an organization, Move for Minds.
Well, I have a women's Alzheimer's movement, and we put on an event called Move for Minds, which is with the Equinox clubs. But I just wanted to address, she was saying that on the show, which I'm super excited about, because I think you're getting a lot of reaction when you go out to your fan base, and people are saying, this is my story, this is my story. And so many people can't afford to be caregivers. It's super expensive, it's super debilitating. This is a national crisis. So we're trying to raise money through the Move for Minds events that we do to study why is it that 2/3 of the brains that are being diagnosed belong to women. What can we do to support caregivers? What kind of conversations should we be having in this country with families at kitchen tables all across this country? So I'm super excited about this partnership, because it's another way of having that conversation, of encouraging people to talk about their cognitive health, to talk about what Alzheimer's isn't, and how you can care for someone in your family when that happens. Because once you've seen one case of Alzheimer's, you've seen one, and every family deals with it in a different way, and we have to support the decisions that families are making.
So what's your one piece of advice? A lot of people would rather put their head in the sand especially
Right.
with Alzheimer's. You don't want to know because you'd rather not. It's scary.
Right.
It's a scary topic to have with a family member. And, you know, they say the onset of Alzheimer's happens 20 to 30 years prior.
Right, and so I would say be aware of your cognitive health. Come to the Women's Alzheimer's Movement and learn about what you can do today that supports your cognitive health. Exercise, move, eat properly, sleep, learn meditation, stay active mentally. All of these things push Alzheimer's back. They don't prevent it 100%. There's no magic pill. But come and join us at the Women's Alzheimer's Movement. Come to Move for Mind. Start something yourself. I think, you know, denial never gets you anywhere. And so I think it's like, okay, this is happening in all families across all economic groups. And so get out and help us raise the money, help us find the cure.
Well, speaking of the event, it's tomorrow, Tuesday the 27th.
Well, we kick it off tomorrow, so you can go on moveforminds.org and you can find out how you can participate. We have events and you can learn about the latest cutting-edge research. As I said, you can start your own. The Women's Alzheimer's Movement works throughout the year to try to bring attention, educate people, empower them with information about, you know, what they can do to prevent Alzheimer's, where they can find caregiving support. Watch General Hospital.
I was going to say, watching General
Yeah.
Hospital, it makes it less scary.
Right.
You
Well,
know, 'cause the
I was
more
with-
information you have, the less
I
scary
was with
it's gonna be.
fans over the weekend, and in two different, in Arizona and Seattle, and both groups, the number one thing they were talking about, probably 80% of the topic over the weekend were women standing up with tears running down their faces because they're caretakers and we're telling their story. And I was so incredibly moved because it just brought everyone together. You know, it was like almost everyone there were able to support and lift these people up and hug them, and that's so important.
Yeah, that's so important because people think it's kind of silent and shameful, but there's so many people out there who want to talk, who want to come together, who want to share the information and want to be a part of making a difference. So I always say, look, you can sit home and be scared that it's going to happen to you, or you can get out there and try to prevent it.
The more you know.
The more you know.
All right, Laura, Max, and Maria, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And great storyline.
Thank
All right,
you.
Rita.